immediate play and a miss. Sonny Baker takes the new ball from here at the Castle End. I've got the company of Isabel Joyce. Use of the feet and an extension of the arms to go with it. Good stroke from Rossiter, and the first over will finish with a boundary. Ireland are up and underway. It's 8-0. Adair gets his first boundary.
Yeah, I love this from Rossiter. When your feet aren't moving because you're thinking about maybe the pace coming at you too much, then deciding beforehand to run at it is a good option.
Picked up into the offside, just a bounce or two. Back-to-back boundaries for Ireland. Cannot give width to Paul Stirling. He loves it through the offside.
Just have a look at the end of this shot from Paul Stirling. It just shows how good he is and how balanced he is, because it's quite wide with the angle, and right at the end gets the bottom hand through to reach it. It's quite close to the wide line, so he had to really reach, but great balance.
As Adair goes down the ground, gets a good piece of it. Gonna go all the way. The first maximum potentially of many here today at Malahide. What a stroke that is.
Yeah, I can't quite believe that he's managed to scythe this down the ground. It looked like it was going to go straight up, but gets the bat through. From that height, it's absolutely incredible strength from Rossiter. Look how high this gets up and down on the bottom of the swing.
It was a long way up, but probably not quite out of the middle of the bat. And again, the outfield is just so slow up towards that big tree there, that famous tree. Just plugs in the outfield, doesn't quite get to the rope, and they'll pick up a couple.
He's definitely on the charge here, Rossiter, looking to add a second maximum in the over. And this is that shot, and because of the elevation, it just plugs in the outfield.
Pumped and pumped down the ground with real power. That races to the rope. Ireland taking a liking to Sonny Baker here, and the charge is on in this power play.
Yeah, good option, good idea, but just misses slightly, does Baker. All he needs is a little bit of room. Rossiter, that's his weight, leg side.
So Adair gives himself room to exploit the acreage on the offside. He's got that so well. It may well have gone all the way, but no, says the umpire. Just one bouncing for. It's 30-0. It's exactly where he's looking now. There's a big appeal. The umpire, Aidan Seaver, completely unmoved. Butler was convinced, as was Liam Dawson.
There is a spike as the ball passes the bat.
As Aidan Seaver is asked to reverse his decision, it was a feather of an edge. You saw on the replay there, Paul Stirling looking back. He might have known that there was just a tickle on it. Stirling's gone for 7. It's 30-1. Goes through the offside, overpitched by Dawson and punished by Rossiter. Held his shape very nicely and gets good reward with 4 more.
I'm a little bit surprised by this delivery from Dawson.
Short, and this one's lofted over the infield. It'll bounce just before the rope and head over Rossiter into the 30s. Alongside me, Alan Wilkins, and Rossiter, flamboyant batter that he is, gives Jamie Overton the treatment, although only catching a little of it. Straight back over the bowler. It struck powerfully. 2 fielders converging, but it's going to beat both. It bisects the fielders brilliantly, and Ireland bring up their 50 with the first ball of the 7th over. Harry Tector, now quicker than a runner ball.
This is so typically Harry Tector. He loves to go down the ground. He's strong in the V.
Key moment. Down on one knee, the fielder is out there, and it's a good take. Very good take. Jordan Cox with a very safe pair of hands. Well, Ahmed picks up the 2nd wicket. Ireland having just brought up their 50. Rossiter holds out to Jordan Cox, the wicketkeeper, with a safe, supple pair of hands in the deep. Rossiter gone for a quick fire 33. Ireland 52 for 2 now.
Well, Rossiter is looking to drag this around leg side. It's a shorter boundary. Jordan Cox comes in on one knee. It wasn't hit anywhere near out of the middle of the bat.
That is connected. Fielder out there, though, is waiting for it. A bit of a bobble, but Luke Wood eventually takes the catch, and Lorcan Tucker goes for one after making a half century to start this series.
It sounded a good connection, and he's working this leg side. Yeah, a couple of efforts from Luke Wood, but that's well bowled by Jamie Overton. Lorcan Tucker, that's a big blow struck by Jamie Overton to remove Lorcan Tucker.
This one is struck firmly, but it's struck straight at Banton, who stayed out on the rope, and a fourth Ireland wicket falls. Final delivery of the 9th over. Jamie Overton has struck twice in the over, and Ireland 58 for 4 after 9.
This is not terribly smart from Curtis Camphor. Again, it's just short of a length, and they're trying to work the fast bowler leg side. He's paid the price for an ambitious stroke. Camphor's gone. He's gone for 2, 58 for 4. In an awful hurry to get some runs. He danced down the pitch, one pace down the pitch, and he finds Banton down at long on.
That one shorter, and it's put away. Khalets with his first boundary in international cricket.
Yeah, really quick, but a little bit short from Adil Rashid. Fair play to Ben Khalets for getting on the back foot, and there's plenty of space to work with once he did read the length.
Rossiter. This one though beats the infield. It might go all the way. That's an excellent stroke, and does beat the fielder. Banton with a valiant effort to reach it.
Really stuck at his task here, Harry Tector. Gets a little bit of width, gets full power into it, and maybe the outfield just quickening up ever so slightly. Banton just find most difficult.
That is cleanly cracked. Goes all the way. Harry Tector with his first 6. Rossiter back to a wonderful 6 of Sonny Baker early on, but it's been a number of overs since the first one went directly over the ropes.
Yeah, picked the googly there. Harry Tector goes with the spin.
International cricket too. Top edge. Adil Rashid is underneath it, and Harry Tector goes for 28. Dawson strikes again. Ireland 90 for 5.
Really odd choice of shot here from Harry Tector. The bounce does the job on him. Adil Rashid gets in position nice and quickly. Definitely not the delivery that he would have wanted to play that shot, and probably not the field as well. Ireland lose a 5th wicket. Tector goes for 28. Ireland 90 for 5.
That is glorious. It is massive. And Ben Khalets has plonked that over the grandstand. 100 up for Ireland in magnificent fashion.
Well, he's been brought into the squad for power hitting like this in the middle order. Ben Khalets, when it's in his area, he has no doubts about how much he should attack. It's clearly adept at the sweep shot. Here's the slog sweep, and out in the crowd. Well done, sir. Yeah, Stephen Tilson. Day off from school, maybe. Well, maybe just a little half day for the Tilson family.
Tries to go again. This one's chipped up. It'll be easy. And Khalets departs. The 6th wicket down. Bethel with the catch. Adil Rashid, 20 T20 internationals in a row now, in which he's bowled. He's picked up a wicket.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get sent for another 6, so I think it might have been the googly. Difficult to tell. Just pulls the length back ever so slightly. So that bounce once again that we saw when Harry Tector was dismissed. We've seen it here where it just doesn't catch it in the right area. And not great contact, but it does fall to a fielder on this occasion. Khalets on debut makes 22 from 18. Ireland 102 for 6.
And McCarthy goes first ball.
Pulled away by Delany, gets a good piece of it. May well get all of it to get the maximum reward. Delany has cleared the ropes and he's going to get 6 to his name.
It's a heck of a shot, this, from Gareth Delany. It sounded so good. Way too short from Luke Wood, but look how far in front of square Delany has hit this. Yeah, Jamie Overton says you can signal 6, umpire.
Now picked up into the leg side. That's gone a long way. Back-to-back boundaries. Ireland, much like South Africa did, taking a liking to Sonny Baker.
He's lost his line here. He's gone down the leg side. Superbly picked up by Delany.
Gets it again, nails it again. Back-to-back maximums, this one's even bigger. 150, 160 and maybe more still on the cards, thanks to one man. That's Gareth Delany.
Yeah, and Jacob Bethel's just had a word with Sonny Baker here. It's not well directed. It's halfway down the pitch, and again it's a good strike. You see how that left leg has been splayed wide open, so he's immediately chest on. He knows he's going to hit it square.
Innovation, clever from Humphreys, who hits with the spin, does enough to pick it. Doesn't make Harry Tector's mistake of hitting it up, goes along the ground, gets 4.
There's an appreciation from the crowd, you could hear it, and the acclaim for this shot. And he doesn't enjoy that at all.
Goes again, but straight to the man. Humphreys only really plays one way. And I think it might be the debutant out there who does really well to take it.
I can confirm that is a fair catch and a decision for the big screen.
So Delany goes straight down the ground, unleashes those long levers and gets a boundary. The home crowd love every second of that. Can he drive them up to 160?
Pressure on Sonny Baker here. I mean, that's a length ball which has just been carted straight back over his head, and with this field he's got to be bowling it full.
Nails it, much more like it from Delany. He'll be a boundary shy of what would be a 4th T20I 50 and a first against a full member nation. The way he's played, you'd have to say he deserves it. Where England will need 155 to win. Ooh, sharp turn. Great mix-up. The arm ball to start with, and now turn on offer. Spin the key. Goes over the offside. Now long off is out, but it goes well to his left, and it goes all the way. Carries and flies for 6. He might have had the best of the first 3 balls, Humphreys, but now taken all the way for a maximum.
It's a bit full, and it's a bit just a fraction too wide, and you see Phil Salt hasn't had to do an awful lot here.
Oh, brilliant effort. Is this taken? Curtis Camphor says yes. This might be one of the best catches you will ever see. He is leapt to his right. He says it's out. And Josh Butler, who at first had turned to walk off, is being asked maybe to stay. This could be something quite special.
Well, that's taken the entire ground by surprise. I was looking at the boundary at extra cover. Curtis Camphor has absolutely snapped this up. He believes he's got it.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for a fair catch. May I have your best angle, please? Okay, have you another angle of that, or can you zoom? That's a good angle if you can zoom in on that. Fingers are pointing up. Ball goes into the hand cleanly. I have a decision for the big screen.
Well, we've just seen something quite remarkable. We are pretty sure that the three letters you will see on the screen are O-U-T. It is out. What a grab from Curtis Camphor, one of the all-time greats. It's dismissed Jos Buttler for none, and England are 10 for 1. Not the right length, and a good swivel hook shot from Bethel up to the shortest part of the ground. Rolls his wrists on that ever so elegantly, gets his first runs of the boundary.
How easy does Jacob Bethel make this look? So much time.
Crashed away. Outstanding batting from Bethel. Don't think that's the length that Sterling wants, and Bethel cashes in for the second time. This time it's off McCarthy.
Yeah, it's too short, and it's an invitation for Jacob Bethel. He is so strong there. Look how far in front of square he has hit that.
Now a bit of Caribbean flair. Shades of Brian Charles Lara in that one, as it is hammered through the offside ever so elegantly.
Goodness me. He's gone down the pitch at him and he's just flayed at this, and it is elegant. Oh, it's nonchalant, isn't it? It's just, get out of here.
Picked up to the leg side, carries and taken. Gareth Delany.
Well, Bethel had a clear view of this catch as it just goes into both hands. Gareth Delany, they're the tough ones when you're diving forward.
Oh, that's not the right line, and that is launched. Possibly the biggest hit of the day. Cox plunders that one, well, 90 metres plus.
Jordan Cox has been doing this all summer. He's been doing it all summer to every bowler who's tried to bowl at him, and look at this, that's just the most nonchalant swing of the bat. On your way, get out of this ground.
Glorious stroke. Probably one of the shots of the day, to be frank. A square drive of the highest quality.
There's not an awful lot wrong with this delivery from Craig Young. And he's just leaned into this. Doesn't try and hit it too hard. Lets the pace of the ball from the middle.
And that might be the boundary. Races away, and the 50 up for England. Cox lacing a 4 through the offside. Rossiter unable to get around and cut it off.
Stunning striking. Has to inject some pace into the shot because Rossiter is out in the boundary there. He's off the rope. Has to put in the hard yards, and in the end the ball had enough on it to take it past him. Despairing dive, no good.
That is hoisted high and handsome. It's a long way over the rope. Consecutive boundaries. This one goes for 6. A second 6 of the innings for Jordan Cox. Well, we felt he might have had some tough luck with an injury perhaps while fielding. My word, he's coming good with bat in hand here.
You just can't bowl that line to Cox, it would seem. Both 6s have been when the ball's been onto the hip. One of the few empty seats in the stands.
Excellent from Humphreys. That's got to be, that is superb. Matthew Humphreys strikes with an excellent delivery. He's very much a thinking cricketer.
Ultra edge, please. just take that back of frame, please. Bat's in the air. There is a spike beside the bat, so it is ball on bat.
And that evades everybody somehow and will go to the boundary for 4 byes.
Terrible cricket all round, unfortunately. Dragged down, missed by Cox and then missed by Tucker as well. Completely foxed the wicketkeeper. To be fair, you're not expecting that, are you? No anticipation there from Tucker. He's the top spinner.
This one, though, rocks onto the back foot, does Cox, and sends it over the ropes for the 3rd time in the innings. Big 6 from Cox, who moves beyond 30.
Strange to say, but outscoring Phil Salt almost 2-1 here is Cox. Sends it way into the crowd. Great power from him. Picked up the length very, very quickly. Wasn't going to miss out again. He's yet.
Dragged down and steered away and put away by Phil Salt. He moves beyond 20. 8 overs gone, England 77 for 2.
Inauspicious start from Ben White, maybe gripping the ball a little bit too much. Comes into the team today under pressure, and he's been found wanting.
Oh, that is disappointing from somebody who pulled off one of the finest catches we have seen in international cricket. Curtis Comfer, a little too complacent perhaps, and just leaning the left arm down to try and collect this one.
I think he was worried about the angle of the rope here. He doesn't want to tumble because he knows that he's going towards the curve there.
Nicked and gone. Phil Salt departs for 29 after his 89 in the first T20 international against Ireland. Curtis Comfer strikes. And England 90 for 3.
Well, finally, Phil Salt dismissed on Irish shores. Just a little bit of movement away, throws the hands at it, doesn't get close enough, Phil Salt, and immediately the finger raise from Mark Hawthorne on his last international match. Salt goes for 29, England 90 for 3.
It's been quite the season for Banton. 370 in a county championship game. And he gets off the mark with a fine boundary straight down the ground, back past the bowler. Despite a valiant effort from Tector, 4 off his first delivery.
Just a little push down the ground. You never get anything less than 100% from Harry Tector, who puts in a valiant effort but can't cut it off. Right under the eyes, just a little punch.
Beats Rossiter, goes all the way to the rope.
Not a great piece of fielding here from Rossiter. Hit with real power, just didn't get down quickly enough.
A lot of his wicket-taking success as this is cut away. And it's going to be 4. Thought Delany was going to get around, but it's that shorter side of the ground that Banton has picked nicely. After the bit of pressure, it's released by a boundary.
Too wide, too short. Brings the 100 up for England.
Guided away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but I think Barry McCarthy might chase in vain. It'll be the second boundary, the over, as McCarthy has to get the hurdle in. Over the Toyota side, I think he's okay. Puff of the cheeks. End of the 11th now. 109 for 3.
He's got to be very careful here. He's done well. And the Irish steeplechase champion is Barry McCarthy.
Another edge, and it's another edge that McCarthy will chase in vain. White a little unlucky as he skews away from the bat of Banton. 4 more to the total.
It's
picks the gap and picks it really nicely. Cox, I feel, has played ever so well. We all couldn't believe he wasn't in the starting 11 for game one. He's come in for the third and final T20 and he's looked $1 million.
Well, he's brutal. This has been absolutely pummeled. Just another one of those drag down deliveries from the leg spinner, and it's too short, and Jordan Cox absolutely larrups this. He's done this all summer.
Picked up into the leg side, right towards the deep mid-wicket fielder, but over his head. Curtis Camphor thought he was in the game. Now, if that was the other side of the ground, that would have been out. But he's targeted the short side and he goes to 50. It's come off just 31 deliveries. Jordan Cox, his first international 50. He's a young batter with such a bright future. He's got there with real aplomb. 4 fours and 4 sixes.
Yeah. It's marginally short of a length and he's picked it up so quick. Oh, for a moment, just for a moment, Ben White.
The 15th over. This was the final ball of the previous over. Nearly almost a double play, half a chance for the catch. And then Ben White's throw that came in swiftly wouldn't quite have caught Cox short. He did enough to get home comfortably. Picked up nicely down the ground, finds the gap and finds 4. Banton starting to come into his own now. This is a very good partnership.
Yeah, Tom Banton looking very calm, exuding composure here. That's where he's strong down the ground. Nice footwork. Ben White. Oh, he's done him. He's knocked him over. Ben White. Surely is there a sting in the tail? Well, he'll feel great about getting rid of Jordan Cox.
Sweating on the back foot, Jordan Cox. It was the wrong decision. Far too full. He decided, I think, beforehand he wanted to stay back. Far too full, as I said. Straightens up, stays leg side, and just a little bit of turn does for him. Respite for Ben White. Cox goes for 55 from 35. England 139 for 4. He's out there because of this. A little bit of flight, nice brave bowling. It's been called for all day by my co-commentator Alan Wilkins. There you go, Alan. Lovely delivery.
Land the ball, but this was perfect. Top of middle. Doesn't get much better for a leg spinner. Where's he bowled that from? Bowled it from about 23 yards, but it's been pummeled over long on for 4.
He's bringing out all the tricks, isn't he, Gareth Delany? It hasn't paid off here. Bowled from behind the popping crease and clubbed down the ground. Just sat up. Too wide outside off and a little bit too short as well.
Saw him coming and he bowled it wide, and Banton clubs it through extra for 4.
He's just so elegant, isn't he, Tom Banton? Dances down and has to get his balance perfect because it was a little bit short, it was a little bit wide, but no fielder out there, the fielder in the deep.
A little single on the leg side, and England have beaten Ireland in this 3rd T20 international here in Malahide to take the series 2 games to 0 with 1 completely washed out, and England winning by 6 wickets.